Well, hello guys. This is your mobile mechanic out here in Broward County, Fort Lauderdale. Here working on a 2014 Kia Soul. I'm pretty reluctant nowadays to make videos, but I'm gonna make a video about the rear wheel bearings. Now, it's a pretty common problem on the Kias, and I got a call. The ABS light is on. The lady wanted to know how much I would charge to install rear wheel bearings on these vehicles because the light's going off. It's not because the bearings were bad. So let me go on the other side and show you. So when I took this side off, because the rear left side was the one that was giving the problem, when I opened it up, I realized that the sensor was detached from the wheel bearing itself. Now this is a sensor. This is not what normally goes bad on these vehicles. So instead of knocking it back on and hoping that it'll stay flushed on the back of here, I decided I was gonna have her order like 2 for the rear. So I already did one side and I already took the other side off. But if you could reverse the process in your head, then you will know how to put it on, take it off. All right, so connector here, right? Now, if you look at the orientation, you put it in facing the back towards the sensor because there's a hole right there. So the sensor is going to come out through the hole, like not too much, but enough for you to see to clip the connector on, right? And there's 2 dowels, 1, 2, and they're interchangeable. So you could put them, but just don't put it in going that direction, you know, or else you won't be able to plug up the thing. You got to go towards the back, right? And then the 2 dowels on the inside right there, right? So just line them up like that, put it on. All right, I'm gonna give you a now. If you can't get the bolt in going this way, you stick it through the hole. Stick it through the hole and get it in. This is a 14 millimeter. They're not really too tight in there, but everything I do, I make sure they're tight. You could check the specifications out if you want. It's just 4 of them. Because they'll bolt up if you even turn it the wrong way. You just want to make sure that connector is pointed inside, right there. All right, and then you have this one here. All right, and you thread them in by hand. That way you don't cross thread anything. Don't just. It's pretty hard to cross thread these because of the dowels, but if you do, then something's wrong with you. Okay, see, by hand I turn them, get a few threads in, either side. They're in. Take my little handy dandy ratchet wrench. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna snug them, you know, and then tighten them by hand. Okay. I'm sure there's like a million videos out here doing this, but I haven't put anything on my little channel in a long time, so I figure I'm just gonna do this one and post it. That way you can help somebody out. especially people who are not too savvy with the mechanical. Could do some work yourself, you know, save you some money. Things are pretty rough out here nowadays, you know. Okay. Okay, so now that I'm done tightening these, what I want to tell you is the rotor's got to go on next, but I didn't even remove the bolts for the caliper. I just remove it from the bracket. All right, so you get the 214 on the bracket. As long as your e-brake is not on, you should be able to pull it off and put it straight back on. Okay, so rotors. Now, if you look, you'll see that there's 2 screws that's supposed to be put in there. So you got to line up the rotor with them. Make sure you get them right. This one only came with one. And somebody drilled out the other one. Well, the new one is open, but the old one has a nut bolt stuck in it. I work it with my feet too, just so I can record this video. All right, you want to snug these, make sure it's snugged. Okay, right there. And now you take your sensor and you stick it in the hole. You search for it and you plug it right on there. See, so that's plugged in. Now for your caliper and bracket, you just fit it over there, slide it in place, and then you get your 2 bolts, reach in behind here, and you got to twist it a little bit and play with it until you get it in place. 1 second. Okay, so I caught the one, so the bottom one shouldn't be that hard for me to catch now. There's little lock washers on the back side of them. Be careful not to lose them. You start that one. What I do, I get me like a 2-inch extension, this one. On the top one you could use just a socket, but on the bottom one I use the extension to clear the lines and everything. All right, and I use my ratcheting device here. I snug it. I don't like to tighten with the ratchet ring, so I snug them and then use my handy dandy extendo to tighten up. All right, and after that you just put your wheel back on after you finish tightening the 2 bolts back there. Tie it right there and you'll be good to go. So it's a fairly easy job. There's no way you could say that you don't know how. All right, just make sure everything is tightened, that way your wheel don't go flying. And if you can, check the specifications, that way you could torque them to specs. But if not, just tighten them to the best of your ability. Don't break nothing, and don't let anything break you. Go ahead, happy wrenching, and have a great day.